going to start getting messy now.
This is part cooking video, part workout. I've yet to meet a child who doesn't adore pasta.
Look, this is superb.
Pasta is in short supply. I've never made my own though. I haven't got one of those machines.
Millions and millions of old Italian grandmothers have been making it by hand for years, and it can't be that tough. At the very least, we could make maybe some tagliatelle, or there's a lovely thing called malfatto, which means badly made. And you just roll out sheets and cut it into sort of slightly random shapes. What sort of flour have you got?
Pasta flour.
You've got tipo double. Oh, that's brilliant. What I've got is plain flour and a semola, which is an Italian semolina flour. So I've mixed 50-50 of that. The basic proportions you're going to need are 100 grams of flour to each egg you've got. So 100 grams of flour and an egg for each person.
I'm going to make enough for 4.
So 400 grams of flour weighed out into a bowl and 4 eggs. Make a well in the middle of the flour. Add to it a hefty pinch of salt and about a tablespoonful of olive oil.
The egg is creeping into.
Use your hand like this.
Yeah.
Okay. And use that to sort of break up the eggs in the middle. We're going to start getting messy now. So let's see how this goes. Here we go. Start combining the flour into the eggs.
Oh, the eggs feel really gross in your fingers.
I think if you think that eggs feel gross, you're probably in the wrong business. You should be some kind of cameraman, not a cook. So keep turning it, kneading it, and it will absorb all of that flour.
Okay. I was kneading on top of the scales.
That is daft. Just embrace it and keep going. Pretty soon the dough cleans your hands for you.
I'm embracing it.
Embrace the dough. And it's bloody hard
Yeah, I'm
work.
getting a bit of a sweat on already, actually.
You're a sweaty nonna, mate.
So are we going to make the one that looks awful?
Yeah, malfatto. It means badly made, terribly made.
Terribly made. I think I'm well qualified to make that one.
Let's set our bar low, I would say. Pour everything out of the bowl onto the tabletop, and sooner or later you'll have a clean table and a ball of silky smooth, well-worked dough, and shoulders like a bloody Viking weightlifter.
Not feeling very silky.
It's not feeling silky yet.
Far from it. It's not really sticking together very well.
If I was your grandmother and I spoke Italian, I would yell at you and say that is because you're an idle slack boy. And you should be ashamed. And I'm gonna phone your mum.
This is part cooking video, part workout.
God, it's hard work.
Starting to get there, I think. There aren't really any bits left on the table.
Okay, back in the bowl. Cover it with cling film so it doesn't dry out.
Yep.
And we put it in the bowl and put it in the fridge for half an hour.
So I've watched enough episodes of MasterChef in my time to know that even with one of those fancy machines, one of the main criticisms tends to be it wasn't thin enough. So how on earth are we going to get it thin enough with just a rolling pin?
So the main thing is to not start with pieces that are too big. There's nothing wrong with cutting off smaller slices of it and going at it in small ways. I'm going to put a tiny bit of flour on the board, but not much. And you just keep lifting it up, turning it over and turning it round. That way you stop it sticking. So that's already got to a stage where it's feeling quite thin. So I'm going to hold mine up and I can actually read my screen through your pasta. So I got this absolutely beautiful piece of kit. It's a double pasta wheel. You could cut 2 sheets of this stuff. You could put an egg in the middle of one of them, a raw egg. It has to be a very fresh one so it held together. And then put another sheet over the top and squeeze the sides round. And you'd actually make a ravioli with an egg in the middle of it. And you poach it. By the time the pasta's done on the outside, the egg is runny on the inside.
How do you know when it's about the right thickness?
Mine is the thickness of a very thin credit card or quite a thick business card.
I wonder whether it needs to be thinner. Again, I'm just thinking back to MasterChef.
MasterChef, my arse.
That's what they always say. Is there a danger you make it too thin?
The only problem with that would be that it might just sort of fall apart a bit in the water, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. Cut this into any old shapes you like, really. Slices, squares, diamonds.
What would you call that?
That's perfect, yeah. That's fine. You got it, man. This is going to take about 2 minutes to cook. A frying pan on the stove. Get some olive oil, a good glug of olive oil, good and hot, and make sure the water's at a rolling boil.
Do you touch the pasta at all, or just let it do its thing?
Let it do its thing, that's perfect.
This, I reckon, is probably done. It's been 2 minutes.
Into the hot oil, lift out your pasta.
Oh, Jesus.
And move it around in the oil. And then put 1 more tablespoon of the pasta water in on top. Loads of black pepper. Now chuck in some parmesan. Yeah, and what's happening is that the water, pasta water and oil and cheese are breaking down into almost like a creamy sauce. Keep the pasta moving. You do it until the little bit of water you've splashed in there boils off. Combine the pasta, water, with the oil, with the cheese and the pepper to make cacio e pepe. This is what it should look like. How's yours now?
The water has pretty much gone off.
That's it, serve it,
Yeah.
get it out.
Oh yeah.
This is tasting great. So it's the easiest, fastest, simplest, best way to serve pasta, particularly if it's well made.
I think my kids are going to love this.
It's bloody delicious pasta, I'll give you that.
I'm really impressed. Just using a rolling pin. But to those who say making pasta is too much of a faff, that's all very well when the supermarket shelves are full of the stuff. The only part of this I found difficult really was the rolling, but then it was just a bit of elbow grease really.
In normal times, I wouldn't call this an everyday pasta. I certainly wouldn't make this for a family meal. You always use dried packet pasta for that, as any Italian would tell you. But what I think is nice about this is once you get into to thinking about how it is you've made it, what thicknesses are good, how the flavours work together, it's very pure and very delicious.
You can do this if you're stuck at home and you can't find any pasta and you don't have a machine. We've shown you can do it.
The pasta making bit is dead easy.
We've got a couple of visitors who I think are keen to try.
Oh, try it on them, see what they think.
And I've yet to meet a child who doesn't adore pasta.
I love it, this is superb. What do you reckon, guys? Is it okay?
What do you think?
Delicious.